Get ready with me. Starting the morning with my favourite microcurrent facial and obviously finishing with some beautiful skincare. Just make my face ready for the day. Then starting with the moppy hair. It was so quitey this day. I was really struggling to style my hair. I hardly had any time, so I was in such a rush. I really could have done with the hairdresser myself to help me brush the back. And then cracking on with the makeup. So this was literally about 5:45 in the morning. Starting with the eyebrows and trying to get those eyebrows to a good shape. I like cutting them in at the minute so they look a bit more raised. In some of the angles, my skin does look on fleek here, so you can tell that microcurrent facial really has helped my skin. It's gave it the glow and it's gave it the toning. So I went in with Urban Decay, I can't remember which one it is, the Goldie one. And I was really unimpressed with the pigment. I was struggling, but it was on the P. Louise base, which usually doesn't let me down. But when I've used this palette before on top of a concealer, I found it works so much better. So I was layering and layering on this and it was really frustrating. It wasn't layering very well whatsoever. But yeah, we got there in the end. I just kept having to layer up. Like that is meant to be dark brown and it's not dark browning. So just had to keep layering up and being persistent with it. Hitting into the eye tape as well. Here we go, start to get a bit more brownness. But I wanted a soft vibe, like I don't know, just yeah, soft browny, goldy vibe of the eye. I didn't want nothing too heavy anyway. And there it is, layering to the gods, layering, layering, layering. I was persistent in fucking getting that a bit browner. I was trying to do it with a delicate hand. I know it looked like I'd been rough, but I wasn't. So I was going in with the NYX glitter glue. Oh yeah, and then I popped a little bit in my inner corner of just a white off shimmer off the palette. Give those eyes a bit of pop. Look at my face contour there. It looks horrible there. How come that looks so smooth and then looking down I look like a 70-year-old? But yeah, whacking that NYX glitter glue base on top of the eyelid and then it will make the pigment stick so much better, which it did. Looks nice and sparkly. 10 points for anyone that guesses which peaches and cream pigment this is. Everyone knows this pigment. It's iconic. Everyone loves it. I don't usually wear it myself because I'm not really a gold wearing person, but it is the Halo. And I did go over the top with a P. Louise one as well, just for a bit more sparkle, but it was an unnecessary step because you can barely see it anyway. But yeah, patting that on. So as if it wasn't torture enough getting up early in the morning, here I am about to poke my eyes out. At this point it was about 6:15 in the morning. So pokey, pokey, poke in the eyes. Literally torture. Most of my clients hate this step and I'm with you. I hate it. It's so uncomfortable. What was so annoying more so is I realised it was a freaking brown pencil and not black, and I prefer black, so then I had to pokey poke again and go in with a black gel liner by Maybelline. So I took a deep breath and tried to do a wing liner. Luckily got the tape as a guide because I needed speed here. I needed to go do the bridal party at 6:45, so her time was not on my side. So yeah, whacked that shit on. Obviously trying to make it symmetrical, trying to make it neat, trying to make it thin, trying to not go too thick. I didn't want such a thick wing, but it was quite a dramatic dress, and so I wanted a bit of a kind of sexy feline catty eye. I was struggling bending over in the campervan, struggling for lighting, so it was going hell. Here we go again, another wasted point because I was trying to layer up eyeshadow and again it was not going on. My eyeshadow was not working that day. So again, persistence was key. Tap it, tap it, tap, whack that shit on, make it work. It finally worked and darkened it slightly. But the eyes were looking good to a decent level. It wasn't all about me this day. It was about the bride and I'm just a guest. So I just had to do what I could do in the time I had. Grabbed the first mascara I could and it was a MAC one. It's about running out, but eyelashes come later anyway, so this part isn't really key. And then clean it away as if I'd done it really neat from the get-go. And that was the eyes done. And at this point it was about 6:43 and I had to go to the bridal suite. So I returned later, so this was now about 11 o'clock and I could do my face. So yeah, concealing, underpainting this time. I'm starting to really enjoy underpainting again. definitely means less product on the skin, and I'm really starting to be, at my age now, really all about less product on my skin. I miss the full heavy beat glam days, but it just makes me look older, so I'm trying for the thin art radiance. I'd already put my lashes on, which was some individual ones from Amazon. We tried to do from short to really long, just for that kind of winged effect, which was suiting my dress. But yeah, contouring my nose, the knobbly bit, and the eyes, just to bring them a bit closer. And obviously the huge forehead that I've got. Blending that concealer, it was the Kat Von D. I completely forgot how pigment this was, so I put too much on, so I had to blend that bad boy out. But I do love this concealer. It actually was really nice and smooth all day as well. And I worked from this point, so gone 11 till midnight. So it lasted really well. And I didn't look really old from it. So yeah, win-win with that concealer. Just nice blendy moment on the face. I do think my skin was looking nice and glowing. Definitely think the microcurrent helped that, as it brings oxygen to the skin. Also the skincare preps and leading up to it. Here I'm using a nice tinted moisturiser to fill the gaps of where the contour was and concealer, and just kind of over layering. Trying to do light sheer, light layers, and not be too heavy. This has SPF in as well, so we hope for some sunshine, so at least I was protected from the sun. My husband's awake now as well, so you will be seeing me chatting to him a lot. Half of the time I was telling him to just leave me alone, because it's really stressful getting ready in such a short time. Using the Mitchell Comic Lace, just doing a little bit of glow on the skin. And a nice bit of blush from the Curve cases. The Curve case is what I use for the contour as well. I'm just loving these cases. For these glowy days, yeah, it is the one. They are a winner. Setting my contour and bronzer with the MAC Skin Finishes. I think that was shade dark. So I was ultra tan. And obviously here I'm telling him an hilarious story, or he's telling me. I'll tell him every like 5 minutes, okay, stop talking to me now, I'm getting stressed, I need to get ready, but then I'll just carry on talking. So there he is in the background getting ready as well. So now it's all about the Huda Beauty Powder. I think this one was Pound Cake, and then the under eyes is Cherry Blossom for a pink brightening. Love this powder, best powder on the market, hands down. I don't like to bake because I'm too old for that. I need to set and get it off quickly. Set that face. I think that's the Peaches and Cream setting spray. And then using the Spice liner from MAC. This is just my ultimate favourite liner. I always end up drawing back to this. I was nearly going to go with Bite Me from Morphe, but this just had the little winning element of it. I think it's just an all-round nice universal shade, especially for me. It's not far off my lip shade. It just enhances them that little bit more. Love this liner. And then I went in with a Morphe. It's like a light nude. It reminds me of the P. Louise semi-nude shade, because I find that lip liners are longer lasting. But because then that was a little bit too matte for me, I did go in with a gloss by Too Faced, which is a kind of glossy, sparkly, brown, bronzy shade. And it's something I wouldn't usually wear, because I don't usually wear browny, goldy tones. But this was perfect for the look. Like my dress later, you'll see it's obviously black and gold. And then I like to draw my freckle back in. It's a freckle pen from Lottie London. And I'd lost my tattoo as well, so I kind of went over that. And that helped just melt over the area a bit and reduce that makeup there. Also by colouring it in a bit and bring that tattoo out. And that's the finished look in the campervan light. Nice, radiant and glowy. And then that's me inside the toilets, feeling myself, because I loved my outfit. I loved my hair at the front. The hair at the back was atrocious. We won't talk about that. Makeup in a different light. The lighting in the toilet was giving. And absolutely loved the look. Felt really good. First time I felt this good in a long time. And I had to try and take so many selfies and pictures and videos, because whenever I asked my husband, he didn't do the very best job.